I currently have a problem. At the moment, I'm filling up my fish tanks with RO tubing float valves and this tiny little pump. This pump hasn't got a good head height and it takes forever to fill my tanks. Let's find a solution. Now the RO tubing is perfect for shrimp tanks because the idea of filling up a shrimp tank is you do want it to fill up slowly. I currently have a massive pump pumping my system of float valves and RO tubing that fills up my Carradina tanks, and likewise I've got a similar system on my Neo Carradina tanks. But for the fish tanks, I don't need them to fill up slowly. Yes, I could create a system of RO tubing, but that little pump just isn't powerful enough. I reached out to Hygger. Let's have a look what they sent me. So this is what Hygger sent me, a Hygger multifunctional bottom suction water pump. This is the 3,500 litre one and it's 240 volt. The reason I went for the larger one, they do them in 3 sizes I believe, is because of the lift height of this. So it's a multifunction pump. You can use it for ponds, aquariums and stuff. I'm just using this for moving water around. Let's get it open and show you what's in it. In the box you get the pump itself, a manual, some suction feet and 2 different hose adapters. On the underside you get the holes for the feet and then an intake adjuster so you can change the suction flow on this as well. Now the reason I went for the 3.5 meter is because of this. So they do 1,000, which is 18 watt, 264 gallon per hour, and that has they all have a 1.8 meter power cord, but the head max is 5.5 feet, 1.7 meters. They do a 2,500 litre with a 2.5 meter lift, and then the 3,500 with a 3.2 meter lift. So the 3.2 is what I'm going for. I could have probably got away with the 2.5, but I'm actually going for the 3.2 meter just to give me a bit of leeway. Let's get it piped up and we'll show you this in action. Before we do that, let's show you how to put the feet on. So I may or may not use these, I'm not sure yet, but you push them into the larger hole and then just slide them into the smaller hole. And those are in now, and to remove them you do it in reverse. So push into the bigger hole, pull it across. This if you want it to sort of stay still. I'm not too bothered because it's in a bin, but I'll probably use them to start off with. And this will be my method for actually filling the tanks up. So cheap little hook on from Temu, various different size connections and a tap to control flow, although I didn't realise that there was a flow controller on the pump itself, but I can switch it off at least with this. I've just ordered some flexible hose, the corrugated pond type in 19mm, and temporarily I've set up this smaller pipe and just clipped it on using a cable tie. Now if I just show you guys this filling, so that's just on a very small tap amount, so I probably could knock the filter side of it down. So there you can see that fills up so much quicker, and I can do that sort of literally within a couple of minutes. Now there is one downside, the cheap Temu tap that I bought leaks, so it's not the pipe connection, it's the actual tap itself, which is a shame. I need to find another solution. And just to give you an actual idea of the flow, and that's sort of lifting that up. Need to be a bit careful, I'll get water everywhere. So that's lifting that at least 6 foot in the air. Right, it's the next day, my pipe's come, I've fitted the ends. I have managed to take this hook apart and hopefully I've tightened up the ball valve inside there. Whether that still leaks is a matter to check, and I do have somewhere a tap that fits this actual pipe. So worst case scenario, what I might do is take that tap off and fit this. So this is just another little device, and I'll just use the pipe. I'll use this as my hook. It isn't really designed for that size pipe, but I have tested it and I can sort of squeeze that in, and I'll just clip that onto the tank and set a tap behind that if I can find the tap. Here we go then. So no leaks at the moment on the tap, and what I have done is I've knocked the input slightly off on the pump itself. So I think, if I remember correctly, it actually leaked when I turned it on. So yeah, the tap's still leaking. I need to find another solution, but for now it will do. I don't mind the odd drip, and I'll just I'll fill it up. So this is one of the higher tanks, and the more you open the tap, the more it leaks, unfortunately. There we have it. So I'll give that tank a little clean. Probably need to go over that again, just spotted a bit of algae, but it definitely works. It's a great pump. I'll put a link in the description below, along with links to other sort of hygger stuff and discounts. I think Amazon have got vouchers on them at the moment, so check the pumps out if you need a pump. I wouldn't recommend the Temu tap. I will end up putting probably I think the Blagdon or something. I will end up putting a tap in this, but I'm definitely not impressed with the Temu tap. So yeah, happy with that. I think the only downside is I probably bought too much pipe, so it doesn't hurt, but I could probably do with a smaller length of pipe. Firstly, I'd like to thank Hygger for continuing to support the channel. So feedback time, overall, really impressed with it. Nice length of cord. It's powerful. It does what I need it to. It's got the lift height. My only criticism, and this is of me rather than of Hygger, is I wish I'd have gone for the mid-range one. It's probably just too powerful for what I need it for, but if you need it for a pond, then that's absolutely perfect. Now, my only other sort of slight criticism is the nozzle sizes for the pump. On the 3,500, the nozzle sizes are 3/4 and 7/8. They do change on the smaller models, so the 2,500 is 5/8 and 3/4. And then the 1,000 is 1/2 and 5/8. So because I've gone for the bigger pump, I can't use sort of standard aquarium hoses. I've had to go for pond hoses. Be nice if you could get a selection of those nozzles, or if you could buy them separately even. So if you did want to use the more powerful one but downgrade, then you can downgrade to that. So hope you enjoyed this. As always, if you're not a subscriber, make sure you hit that subscribe button, put your bell notifications so you don't miss out on anything. A like goes a long way, and a comment goes an even longer way. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Until next time. Bye-bye.